Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel again, and today is an amazing day again, back again, another day which is really good. Um, Today I made some profit and I will explain you how I took the trade, what my accuracy is on the day, and how I managed to book some profit on the day. Let's begin. So initially, as you can see on the screen here, we have this ticker PABS. Time currently, as you can see, is 7:02, so it's 7 a.m. Roughly. And then this is our leading gainer. So when I open my platform, I generally start at 6:45 or 7 a.m. In the morning. That's my time when I start trading. I trade small cap hyperscalping um, style trading where I take quick entries and exits with profits, with small, hoping to get small profits when I do so. So about this ticker PAVS, as we can see here, um, so it's already on the back side somewhere. This move already happened. It's a continuation setup. The move started yesterday at 5:30 p.m. So it's not like on a fresh news right at 7 a.m. No, it started yesterday. So it kind of a continuation in that way. And then yes, it's making new highs. Of course, it's went to 11 and $12. But it is expensive. I find it expensive for me to trade in these areas because it's very easy for a stock to go like 50 cents or $1 a share down very easily. So if I take 100 share position, it goes down to $1 a share. So I lose right away $100, which is which is not good. Generally, I prefer I'm okay losing 5 cents, 7 cents, anything below 10 cents. But if I lose like 100 cents or $1, uh, that really puts me in a big drawdown on my trading journey. So and as you can see here, I'm not taking this trade at this moment. You see me, back and forth. I'm just seeing how big was the move. So as you can see here, um, let me, let me see. So I'm just about to check it here. So it started at roughly at $4. Now it's $12. It's 140% on the day. Amazing move, but I did not take any trade. I did not know the float on this stock yet right now because I switched off my external monitors. Um, but I did not take any trade on this. So, anyways, now when I move forward, I quickly changed the ticker and I see this stock CLRO, CLRO, CLRO. I see the high that this stock made is $9 at 4 a.m. roughly at market open at 4 a.m. So I was hoping to see a resistance in this area the moment it touches high. And then I don't want to take any trade beneath the resistance because 9 is the resistance level, and if I take trade at 866, I'm just buying right underneath the resistance, which is not a good idea for my style of trading. What I do prefer is this thing to break 9 and then give us a retest of 9 where it holds 9 and for the move higher. That is much safer entry rather than anticipating the break of 9. We know that there might be a lot of sellers that might be sitting at 9 trying to, they also want to make money out of the stocks hitting the resistance level and going back down. Whereas as a long trader, we want to make money when it breaks the resistance level and it holds, because then at that moment the shorts will start covering the position and we see the next move up high. So let's see what happens here. I have drawn this daily line as well, somewhere 960, maybe relevant, maybe not. I'm just zooming in and out. I'm just planning to take a trade, but as I said, I might not be. So let's see what I do. Okay. Okay, so I finally took the trade here. The moment it breaks the 9, and it was holding 9. It was holding 9. You can see again, it breaks the 9 and it was holding the 9 level for 4 to 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and here I took my entry. But it can still go down. Sometimes, it can still go down. So if it does, as you can see here, it's coming back down by touching 924. Right now it's 912. My entry is at 95. So I'm selling my position here because what I wanted is this thing when it holds 9, I wanted this to go straight to 950, straight to 930, 945, 950. So as it was coming down, I just bailed out on my position. I made $6.13 on this trade. Um, Now, the interesting thing I've seen is that sometimes when we see this strong surge up move higher, we see really clean pullback patterns on the 10-second chart, but on the 1 minute, we don't see any. So, in my case, this happened same way. So, if you ask me where I should have gotten in, I should have gotten in somewhere at 860 level on this pullback, as you can see on this pullback, 860 level. But I think if I look at 10-second chart, my entry was a bit higher and more riskier um, because I took entry somewhere here, whereas the pullback was here. So, but do I really want? Sometimes I don't even look at 10-second chart, or I don't give much confidence to 10-second chart. I know I just straight away know that the resistance is at 9, and I just want to see if it break the resistance. And it did break the resistance, and it hold its level after retesting the 9 again. That's where I took my entry. Anyways, let's go to the trade number 2. So for trade number 2, um, I'm just forwarding this a bit more. So I was surprised to see this move, like this move from this pullback and this move straight up. I was surprised. Why? Because for me, for this big move here, it already retraces the 50% of the move, and it's coming back from the resistance level. So I was thinking of this thing, fading off down, but I was surprised to see that it recovered from this dip. And it's okay, it's okay. I don't need to trade this at this zone because it's still in the shadow of. If you look at it like in this way, it's the move is here, the high is here, so it's this price is still in the shadow of this high. So that's the reason I'm not taking any trade in this area, because I want the stock to make a fresh new highs, and there I might take my positions. So again, we see a really good, move in this zone. This is really good pullback. And this one is also a good pullback. The moment it breaks this pivot of 860 here. Rose traded this trade here, might be here and here on all these 10-second pullbacks, whereas I am jumping in somewhere here. My risk is a bit higher. I think I'm jumping in on the squeeze. And then as you can see here, I barely, you know, in this area my internet got stuck. And when I see I'm already up like $10 and something. So that's my trade number two. If I play it without interrupting, you can see it. I only took 25 shares because the stock was expensive and I don't risk to take my full position, which is 100 shares. I think 25 shares is the full position for me whenever stock goes beyond $9. And then I just prefer not to trade anything beyond 12, 13 or $14 because then even a $2 flush on 25 shares, it's $50 loss. So again, it's pulling back on this 9 EMA on a 10-second chart, and it's making this setup, I think bull flag setup. So if someone buys here in this area or maybe here 10, 13, here we go. This is really good. My entries are still late, I can say. Why I took this entry up here? Let's see. So for me, 1050 was the level. It breaks 1050. It's holding it. It's I was thinking of 1050, and then I want this thing to break 1050 and hold 1050 as a support for me to jump in. So that's what I did, I guess. So it breaks 1050. It gives us. It doesn't. This is the only micro pullback on level 2 the stock gave us. So I jumped on this micro pullback at 1083 and immediately I sold with a very small profit. If I should have taken this entry somewhere here at 1026, my risk is let's say on 100 shares, my risk is $20, right? $25. But I don't know if it can flush on me because this is a huge topping tail and we can see another pullback like this. I will lose my whole profit on the day. So that's why I'm going with 25 shares. But I should have gotten in right here, like when I see some strength right here. This is a place for me to be aggressive. If I can, this is the place right here. That's the pullback. It's showing the stem, the buying comes in, you can see the move up high. And let's go to trade number 3 or 4, I guess. Uh, so I did not take this trade. You see this topping tail here. You see this topping tail here. Completely rejected it. This candle completely rejected. So this makes a pattern called tweezer top. Tweezer top are very bearish candle. Even though this candle has, this candle is green, but it still has this topping tail. This also has a topping tail. So what I was believing that I'm believing in this area, we see a lot of sellers that might come in. So I just leave this trade alone. I did not take any trade in this pattern. So currently it breaks 11. It's going to be very soon, and then we see it come back down again. Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. It's come back down again, and we see the seller on level 2. Have you seen the seller on level 2? I think I did. Here, someone knows that now we have 3 topping tails, 1, 2, and this rejection. This guy is really smart. He knows the price action. He knows this thing is coming back down. And we see this flush. You see this flush from 11, $1 a share. That's what I was talking about. Now I was planning to buy this dip here because we see the same way that we see this tweezer top here, we see double bottom here, and the double bottoms are bullish. That's why but I just took my starter. I just go in with 10 shares, and I want to add in once it goes to this level or maybe this. Then I was planning to add, but what I'm seeing here is not even holding these levels very well. So I end up putting a stop order at 979, which is my price where I entered, and I just stopped out from this trade without any loss and a little bit of profit. So that's my like third or fourth trade maybe, and the next one, the fifth trade, is going to be my last trade of the day, and that should be it. I messed up in a few ways because I was not trading properly the 10-second pullbacks, and I was jumping in high as it breaking this high here. I was not going in here or here. I was going sort of somewhere here. It can be a risky. It can be a risky setups sometimes, because what if it touches the level and immediately flush? There is no support on 10-second. But I don't give much confidence to 10-second as well. I generally prefer trading on 1 minute because sometimes when we trade on 10 seconds, it gives us a false signals. But for the next time, what I've learned is anytime when I see a consolidation on a 10-second chart, that will tell me that there might be some bullish momentum still left in the stock. As you can see here, like somewhere here, I'm just reversing this a bit. Like this consolidation. If you ask me, does the 1 minute has given you any kind of signal to buy? I guess not, because it's still forming the pullback, 1 minute pullback. But we do see on a 10-second chart it's consolidating nicely, and we see that the entry could be at 880 and the stop could be at 850. So we are risking around 30 or 20 cents on this trade. And I should have gotten in right here, 873. Yes, I did, because it just made really good big move, huge move, and then we see it's holding up its levels for quite some time. For almost 60 seconds, it's holding up its levels. It's a clear signal for me to go jump into this right here, 870. Whereas if I could have gotten at 870, I sold it somewhere around 8, 9, 10. So I just got like $40 out of it. Whereas right now I just got $6 out of this stock, and that's it. So I think that's my mistake here, because I jump in late and my entries were too high. But on the other side, we know that $9 is a resistance. Uh, at 4 a.m., the stock went to $9 and flushed back down. What if we see this consolidation and the stock goes down like this on a 10-second chart? Now this is so after some time we might see another 10-second pullback. So anyone who is confused whether to trade 1 minute chart or a 10-second chart, this video is really helpful. We see another consolidation here, right? So this is the previous high here, here, here. It's consolidating right underneath it, and then that's the move. It was up high. Suppose if you miss this consolidation, that's still fine. Now I don't want to take trade here because I see a huge topping tail, so I would rather consider it a flush back down. So let's see. But again, it's now still, it's more riskier, I believe, to take trade in this area. What I've done is I've gone in with 1035 with a starter of 25 shares, and I add 50 shares somewhere here in the middle of the move. And as it breaks its level, and then I take my profit. These consolidations are no good, as you can see. But I could have taken trade here, could have taken trade here. If I am trading 10-second chart. So I will tell you my last trade and my reasoning behind this trade. I see this 5 minute pullback. I see this bull flag forming from this area to go up, then this pullback. And I was thinking that what if this candle makes the new high? We have a chance to for this candle to go back up to 1154 and break the high and then go even further. So that's the 5 minute pullback. One red flag here is a big topping tail. So what we might say is it goes up, touches 11, flush back down, and then it fades. That was the risk in this trade. So for that reason, I jump in with 1/10 of my position. I jump in with 10% of my position, or maybe, uh, yeah, I just took 10 shares. So if my position over $10 stock is $25, so $10 is roughly like 40% of my position. And then I just booked some profit, you know, just in case, if I lose money, then I just end up being break even on this trade. And I just put a stop at 1024, which is my price where I entered. And if it reaches this level, it will automatically take me out from the trade. So this stop gives me the confidence that now I am not risking any money to lose any money that I already made on the day. And I'm just waiting for this thing to go back up and then up here. So it touches 11, my entry 1024, touches 11, breaks 11, and then this, and now I add it to my position 25 shares. 25 plus 6 shares is 31 shares. My average is 1106, and then I'm just selling it as it going up to 12, and that's how I made total $43.82 on the day. It took me 5 trades to reach to this level. On my last trade with 25 shares, I made $20. So I think I made 50 to 80 cents total per share on my last trade, which is really good per share average. And that's it. That was my last trade. And after that, I thought that that's it. I made double the amount of my daily goal, which is $43. I don't need to stay here for long enough. And that's it. Now I'll just tell you what I did after it. This is my P&L. This is for the month of August. As you can see here, if I go with the this month, you can see that it's going good. 64%, $96 total. These are some of the trades I have taken. My accuracy is good. My profit and loss ratio is also good. If I check this from July, July is 1 second.